Alright, the updated deck profile, go.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is DJ Pauly G with a updated deck profile of Earthbound Immortals. Whee. Or its nickname, the Captain AHAB deck. You'll see why. This is going to be my last video for a while, so let's get this started. 1. Earthbound Immortal. Kokoraya?
Yeah, Kokoraya.
Yeah, whatever. Basically, what happens is when he's destroyed by a card effect, it's a black rose. Say goodbye to your field and mine also. 3. Earthbound Immortals. Asclepisk. Asclepisk, whatever.
Asshole piss.
Okay, basically, it's kind of like a Absolute Zero, but a little better. When it leaves the field, like I believe Absolute Zero, it destroys all your opponent's face-up monsters, and they take 800 damage per monster. This includes your tokens. Do not leave tokens with this on the field. Bad things will happen. And Earthbound Immortal Whale.
The whale.
That's why it's called the Captain AHAB deck. Basically, what happens is if this card doesn't attack, you can burn your opponent for half your life points, which is 1,200, or half your defense points, which is for 1,200. If it's in defense mode, your opponent cannot declare their battle phase at all.
Freaking Moby Dick.
There are several ways to actually get these guys out, tributes, so on and so forth. That'll be talked about. But one important thing for the deck are these 4 cards right here. These two search out the 2 Mass Dragons can search out these 2 cards right here, or Debris Dragons. Debris Dragons will be explained in a little bit. Basically, Hardened Armed Dragon. They can be special summoned by discarding a level, I believe, 7 or higher.
I think it's 8.
No, yes, 8 or higher. If you discard a level 8 or higher monster, it can be special summoned. If this card is used for a tribute of a level 7 or higher monster, that card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Basically, this is used as the tribute fodder for one of the Earthbounds. 1, they cannot be chosen as an attack target. 2, they cannot be destroyed by their own effect. If this was tribute summoned using Hardened Armed, they don't need a field spell.
It basically makes them really hard
to kill. Yes, Hardened Armed. Thank you. Thank you, Video Box.
You'll miss that.
For tribute fodder, 2 Dandelions. This is self-explanatory. A lot of you guys who enter tournaments and stuff like that lost to Dandy Warrior and all that fun stuff. Yes, self-explanatory. When it leaves the field, or when it goes to the graveyard, 2 tokens. Another key part of the deck that was kind of different from the last one. Debris Dragons, Quick Draw Synchron. With Dandy, yes. It runs this.
The Quick Draw engine.
It runs the Quick Draw engine. I am a signer?
Half signer, half dark signer.
Exactly. Ha.
He's a diner.
Thank you, Domotron.
You'll miss that too.
Some other good cards. Sangan. Can search out a lot of stuff. Kind of basic cards, been around for a long time.
Yep.
Earthbound Linewalker. Looks like Mickey Mouse. Get its gloves. Or Michael Jackson, because it's scary. Basically what it does is if you have this and an Earthbound Immortal on the field, but no field spell, it'll stay alive. This kind of keeps it alive. Plus, it's a floater. 1900 defense.
Yep.
Really hard to kill. 4-star. Very nice.
You can get Kaius.
Battle Fader. Life points are extremely important in this deck. Battle Fader keeps it so you keep your life points intact, so you don't take that many direct attacks. Protect them. They'll help.
Protection's always good.
Another floater tribute monster. Spirit Reaper. Self-explanatory. And another beat stick, which we'll explain. Ancient Gear Gachildron Dragon. It goes. This deck does have OTK possibilities. It includes these 2, an Earthbound Immortal, or a Synchro Monster. It is possible. It's fun. Now let's get to the field spells. 2 Mausoleum of the Emperors. You pay life points equal to how many tributes you need, and then you can summon them. It's a good way to get those Earthbound Immortals or an Ancient Gear Gachildron Dragon that you drew into your hand.
Or a quick draw.
Or a quick draw, as was proven earlier today. Terraforming, self-explanatory. Gets the field spell cards. And 3 Gear Towns. This has a combo with the OTK. What you do, activate. Set 1, it destroys. That's 1 Gear Town. Flip. Set. Then the second one comes out. Flip. Pay 2,000. You get this.
Yeah, try surviving that.
It's not pretty.
Battlefield.
And another good card they have, especially with the field spells, is Earthbound Revival. What happens if you discard a card? So say you have a Earthbound Immortal. If you have this set up, these 2 in your hand, this in the graveyard, what you do, you activate, discarding this card. That's the first effect.
Cost.
Is the cost. Now, since there's these 2 in the graveyard, you're allowed to use it. Now you get them. So it's a switch. But think of it as this way. Instead of Gear Town, think of that. Instant Earthbound. Not a pretty sight. More cards that are used. Reasoning. Basically what it does is when activated, your opponent shouts or
Selects a level.
Selects a level. You start flipping cards on the top of your deck until you reach a summonable monster. If it is not the same level that your opponent said, you are allowed to summon it.
What level are Earthbound Immortals?
Yeah, quick trivia. What levels are Earthbound Immortals? Well, they're 10. Yeah, a lot of stars. A lot of stars.
And if you even if you say 10, you're gonna get this guy, so it's pretty.
Which this is 8, or other things you don't want. Dandelion, Sandkin, Spirit Reaper. Another good card to have the actual as tribute fodder. Fires of Doomsday. Kind of like a Dandelion, but it's a spell card. Creature swap. You give me your strong beat stick, I give you Dandelion.
Creature swap.
Or a token. Sucks to be you guys. And Earthbound Whirlwind. Basically, if you have a face-up Earthbound monster on the field, it's a Harpy's Feather Duster or Heavy Storm. No, not even Heavy Storm, just a Harpy's Feather Duster. All you guys who like to set, say goodbye. Now let's move on to traps. Again, life points are extremely valuable with this deck. Because of Mausoleum, you want to protect them. This is definitely the card that you want to protect. You can protect your tribute fodder, you can just protect your life points. Self-explanatory. To all you people who run Hyunlei, Icarus Attack, JD, Dark Hole, Torrential Tribute, basically all of you guys. Starlight Road. Basically, when this is activated, there's a lot of, screw you.
More likely they're gonna give up.
Yeah. Because if they don't negate it, it's downhill from that for them from there on. 7 Tools of the Bandit. Basically, you try to protect your Earthbound long enough, good enough. Self-explanatory. Random Bottomless. You can do whatever you want. I'm thinking about replacing this with a Magic Cylinder, but who knows?
Oh look, a Magic Cylinder.
Look, Magic Cylinder. I told you those life points are precious, especially when trying to save up for your Earthbound Immortals. They can attack directly. You got to remember that. This just makes it extremely easier.
Cylinder to the face.
Yes.
Domotron's asleep.
Domotron sleeping. Earthbound Wave. Basically what it does is if you have a face-up Earthbound Immortal on the field, you are allowed to negate the activation of a spell or trap card.
It's a Dark Bribe without the draw part for the opponent.
Yes. It's a counter trap. Screw over Solemn Judgment and all that stuff. Or MSTs that try to defeat the spell card. No fun. Let's move on to the Synchros. It's very basic. A lot of these kind of rely on what your opponents have and what you creature swap in and what you side deck in, but Mistworm has been brought out with this deck before. Scrap Dragon, one of the main Synchros that are taken out. That are not taken out, but are summoned. Debris Dragon, Dandelion, and a token. Basically, you guys seen it with the Dandy Warrior build. This is extremely good.
And deadly.
Colossal Fighter. It's been used, but again, depends on what your opponent has. Junk Destroyer, another vital part of this deck. Any of our level 3s, like Dandelion and the Quick Draw Synchron, you get him.
Yeah, say Synchro to JD, they'll be like, what the fuck?
Yes. Stardust Dragon, basically the same way that you get Stardust or Scrap Dragon out. Definitely comes in handy. Plus, you need the Stardust for the... Well, you don't need it, but I mean, it's good to have for the Starlight Road because it gives you a second negation. Scrap Archfiend, like Colossal Fighter or Mistworm, really depends what you get from your opponent.
That's what you get.
Black Rose Dragon. Yes, these two. This is in the graveyard. Activate. Bring back. Synchro. You get this. This blows up everything. Now you get tokens.
Yep.
Because Dandelion likes to shit tokens. Yes. Shit tokens. Goyo Guardian. Self-explanatory. Brionic. Self-explanatory. Now, the important synchro of this deck. Drill Warrior.
Pussy Warrior.
Helps you revive the stuff that you need, whether it be Debris Dragon, Dandelion, Earthbound Immortals, like, it's good. For those random times that I synchroed with Battle Fader. Like, get Battle Fader back. I've actually summoned Battle Fader in attack mode and synchroed with it. It's something stupid that I would do. Like,
Jack always does that.
same with Effect Veiler. I've done it before. Right. PKM and Master Juice.
Yep.
Yes. Whatever it takes to win, guys. Magical Android has its uses. I've seen people lose because at overtime, when this person gained life points, they lost because they gained life points. It happens, but it's a good out. Catastor.
Castrator.
Self-explanatory. Depends what your opponent has. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. I know that some of you machine-loving freaks are still out there.
Cameraman.
Hey.
PKM and Master Juice, the person who's filming this.
Cameraman.
Yes, I will side in things that you will not like. Gale, Cyber Dragon, all this fun stuff. And guess what? Gadrilotron Dragon and Quick Draw Synchrons are machines. Sucks to be you guys. Okay. So, like, basically this is the deck. It's not all about Earthbound Immortals, but still, it's a beat stick that nobody sees. And if brought out the same way as Hardened Armed, it is close to impossible to get rid of them. Especially this. The only way you can do it is if you bounce it back out of the field. And if this person leaves the field, guess what? You take 800 points of damage for every monster that was on your side of the field, and it's all destroyed.
Alright, it has been DJ Pauly G's Earthbound Immortal deck. Comment, rate, subscribe, everything, all their good stuff.
Later.
Later. Peace.